could change, should change, don't change, you're on the wrong track. Letters you haven't written, conversations you haven't had with your family, somebody you should sit down with when you get back home and get that job done. Don't let neglect destroy your days, destroy your life, and destroy your future.
When you're going after something that might feel different to you, it might be bigger than the shoes that you're in right now, what it's telling you, what the general was telling his men was that I need your mindset to be ready for the war that we have in front of us.
Because hard work and tenacity and refusing to quit and chasing your dream, you'll get there, I promise you. Maybe you don't hit the star, but you'll land on the moon.
Average becomes sort of like this slow asphyxiation. It's almost like an anesthetic. And that over time we become kind of immune and dulled to the average that we're becoming. And so over time we sort of minimize where we're at.
Know why you're living. If you're walking on this earth today, prepare yourself for many battles. Ahead, you're not going to win every battle, because every battle is not meant to be. One sometimes you're going to need to humble yourself. What do you believe about you? How do you talk to you about you? Take a moment to think about what you've been saying to yourself about yourself. The good news is that your mind will believe whatever you tell it.
Oftentimes, many of us step into new scenarios and new arenas with doubt. We're clouded with doubt. And we wonder why it is so difficult for us to grow into the best version of ourselves.
And if you don't have what you want, stop telling yourself the story because you don't have the money, you don't have the time. It's because you haven't committed yourself where you would burn your boats. If you want to take an island, burn your boats, and you will take the island, because people, when they're going to either die or succeed, tend to succeed.
And the general was looking at his men, and he understood that he needed to literally light a fire within them. He needed to ignite something in them that let them know that he was going to lead them to victory and nothing else. And oftentimes, for many of us, that is a difficult mindset to get into.
You don't give up and you go after it, and you stop caring about the opinions of people around you. Stop blaming everybody from your hurts. Take ownership of your life. Take off your mask. Don't feed the bear. Make good choices. Be a best friend. Encourage somebody. Be a voice of hope and inspiration. This is your moment.
Always remember this. Your past never has to be bigger than your future. Maybe we've made some mistakes. Maybe, we did some things that we're not proud of, but the great thing is that people can change.
It is very difficult to step into a new arena, a new situation, a new environment, and have the courage, the confidence, the conviction, and the clarity to know that is yours for the taking. Sometimes it will be time. Sometimes it will be effort. Sometimes it will require isolation. Sometimes it will require you to put yourself in environments where you have to grow. Sometimes it will require you to make new relationships and put yourself in environments that you're not aware of. Are you willing to make the necessary sacrifices to become the individual that you need to be to go after? So my question to you, as we step into a new arena, as we're growing into the best version of ourselves, have we burned our boats?
What if I apply for this job and I don't get it? What if I ask that person out on a date and they don't say yes? What if I, do this and it doesn't work? They're paralyzed by failure. Remember this, nobody stubbed his toe standing still. If you're moving forward, you are going to stub your toe from time to time, but you're also going to move forward. I think of Thomas J. Watson, the founder of IBM. He said, the way to succeed is to double your failure rate. What do you mean by that? Double your failure rate. He was saying the more times you try something, the more ventures you pursue, yes, the more times you're going to fail, but you're also going to succeed more as well. You have to fail if you're going to succeed. George Bernard Shaw, great novelist, had his first 5 novels rejected. Babe Ruth struck out 1,330 times.
You are the master of your destiny. Listen to that feel that let it flow through your veins. Your mind is the perfect weapon when you think there, so you shall be you. I've got to understand that you have to take complete control of your life. And master your destiny. Your mind is a perfect weapon. It can build where it can destroy. But no matter what, it is up to you to make the right decisions in your life and carry on mastering your destiny. And how far are you willing to take yourself? There are going to be many people that are going to try to interrupt your destiny. There are going to be many people in your life that are going to try to pull you back. There are going to be many obstacles in your life that's going to try to take you down.
You don't magnify the degree to which the pain ought to be affecting you.
You should write this down every day. This year's either going to be better for me or it's going to be worse for me. What I do today will determine whether it's going to be better or whether it's going to be worse. Okay, you guys want it to be better or worse? First, get rid of the little think and the old ideas and the middle class mentality. I'm going to go to work.
In that moment, all you're trying to do is process what's around you, and your brain does not have the opportunity to explore and be afraid at the same time. And when you understand that, the ally that you have is movement, the ally that you have is momentum, the thing that you don't need to be afraid of is fear, because that will be quelled.
It's okay to follow, but make sure you're following the right ideas, the right kind of people, the right things that are going to make you better inside. And don't give in to things that may not be necessarily for you. Being cool, being able to fit what other people think you ought to be, do you really think that's what you're about? Are you going to let other people dictate your life? Are you going to take some kind of idea back within yourself and say, let me take back these ideas that I have and start thinking more about myself instead of thinking about other people and what they think I ought to be in my life? Everybody can't be you. Everybody can't be me. We can't be them. That's what makes us beautiful as people. That's what makes you beautiful.
You must fail at times, but you do not quit. You gotta get away from excuses. You gotta stop running away from your challenges. You got to understand that there's a little bit more fighting you left if you're willing to push yourself and get the most of it. I will not quit in positions where I wanted to quit. I've been in positions where I wanted to just say, I don't have it anymore. But I will not quit, because I know that there are people out there that love me, that depend on me, and I must continue to keep on fighting forward and not going backwards. I got to make it more than just about me. It's about people that matter in my life, and I got to be the head and not the tail. I got the man up, and I got to do business, ladies and gentlemen. You must understand. No matter what challenges come your way, you must be willing to fight and never quit. Because quitting, you can't come back from it. It will destroy you. It will destroy your hopes and dreams you've had.
You got to get up. You got to have faith that the one thing you wanted to happen oftentimes is the best thing that never happened. So have faith. Just keep that in mind. Keep plugging away.
Write down what you need to do in order to make a better life for yourself. And be brave enough to do those things. I dare you to take a stand today to say, no more. I will no longer accept this for my life. I dare you to take action today.
It's time to put on that armor. You are in a position right now. You're walking through life and don't have an understanding of what's next for you. But the battles that you are about to face, you must be prepared. But the only way you can go through the battle is you've got to put on the armor. That armor that you're putting on is a special kind of armor that you must have, because you can't fight every battle by yourself.
That's what makes you unique. So ladies and gentlemen, you have got to continue to press on in your life. You have got to continue to believe in yourself. Don't follow the crowd. Follow your heart. Be productive and keep it moving. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business.